Hello everyone, hello. Welcome back to another video. I went to my friend's engagement and goodness me and my stuff, the food was amazing. It's 4 o'clock in the morning now. I wrote up all this information before I went to the event. I thought, let me just do everything today and stay on schedule. So you're probably wondering what is all this information behind me, and I know you can probably read it and just whiz through it, but this is how a lot of people have been becoming millionaires. So recently I've picked up many clients on my Instagram business. So this is where I build their Instagram pages and stuff. So I have like a very small team that edit reels for them and grow their social media pages and all that stuff. I've been able to understand how people are actually making money. Although we drive their traffic, we help them drive the traffic to their business and the services. I've been able to understand the kind of niches people are into. And goodness me, have I learned the world of niches. There are people making thousands upon thousands per month on things I never ever thought would sell or even be possible to make money from. It's crazy. So I've written some of them behind me and I hope, some of these can inspire you. And I know exactly how much they make. And there's one person on this list that is my personal cousin as well. So yeah, let's start. What is it? Selling your knowledge, your skills for money. That's as simple as that. I've seen people literally come from no skill, no background, no nothing, no experience. They learned a skill, they took time, they made sure they mastered it. They're racking up like 20, 30K a month. They put crazy hours, they put crazy work in, but they did it. So it's possible. Anyone can do it. The one thing that I love about this business, right? People really respect and condemn you. And plus you're helping others, right? Now you guys are probably thinking, but why would I just become a scum that sells courses and that? We're not selling some kind of odd dropshipping course that we've copy and pasted from X guru and that guru. No, this is literally coming from your experience, your knowledge, your skill, your mind. We're not ripping anything here. And that's the beauty of building something that you can provide to a community that not many people have. I've purchased a copywriting course previously. I've purchased many other courses previously that have really helped me. These courses that I've purchased outside of the dropshipping world have probably saved me around 3 years of just trial and error and hard work. So yeah, courses are worth it. And this is how people learn. You learn something from a course, you learn something from that course and this course. It could be 3, 4 different courses, and then you merge them together and you add your own mix and you can improve them. You make something of your own. Stuff like that, get creative. Anyway, let's get to the board. Let's talk about this lovely stuff. So the first one, I kid you not, this is one client I'm working with and I'm just shocked. I am so shocked how they're making money. I'll talk about, what their niche is and how they're generating traffic, and I'll talk about how much they roughly make and stuff. First one, I've got a person literally selling a guide. He's got a community, he's got a course, he's got so many stuff around this. And it's pretty much how to look attractive to girls without being attractive. And they're racking in nearly $60,000 a month. They sell a course for around 5K or 6K. I wouldn't personally do this just because I feel like personally everyone's attractive in their own way. Just for me, even though you can clearly make a lot of money out of it, this guy's making $500,000 a year minimum. I don't judge someone by their own looks. And I wouldn't want to create a course and saying, oh, because you're not that attractive, you can buy my course. Just personally for me, I would never sell something like that. I just run his Instagram page and TikTok page. He runs a lot of YouTube ads, which makes him most of his money, even though he does get a lot of views on his Instagram and TikTok as well. So I drive his organic traffic. That's what I do for him, and that's going well. Second one is he teaches people how to design and become a UI UX designer without a UI UX degree or graphic design degree and so on, which is really cool. Like I've been through his content before I took him on as a client. I really went through exactly what he does. It's pretty incredible. Like the way he's laid out is so clean. It looks like you're watching an Apple advert. So the way he's laid out his course, amazing, but you just got to work on his advertising. By next year, he wants to start running ads, which is the right way forward, especially that he's gone above the 10K mark. And he literally started 7 to 8 months ago, which is quite quick. His first month, he only made around $500 or $600, I believe. And then we took him on and we made him add another 5 to 6K dollars in his monthly earnings. I think honestly, by the next couple of months, he can easily hit 20, 30K in no time. So yeah, he's doing really well. He's very on the ball. He's hardworking and he just knows what he wants. Now, the third one, this is my cousin. He's really good at what he does. He's been trading and in the flipping cars business for a good, I'll probably say 10 years, 15 years. Ever since he was a kid, this guy loved cars. He was crazy about cars. All he would do is just talk about cars. That's his hobby, his dream. To show you how much of a car fanatic he is, he's got like a Formula One tire as his table. I don't know how his wife has allowed him. I don't know how he got his hands on one. So he owns his own garage. He's got 3 garages. He's doing really well, and he buys and flips cars. He's got other services as well. He found out what, the kind of stuff I do, and he's trying to expand his reach online. I was like, I'm not too sure how I'm going to do for cars or a mechanic, and he walked me through his business, exactly what he does. And half his money just comes from flipping cars. I'm like, look, it's a risky thing, but do you want to teach people how to do this? Give it a shot. He was down for it. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. No problem. He recorded 40 hours of footage of how he sources the cars, what he looks at when he sources the cars, the auctions as well, which kind of auctions he goes to, how he can determine what's a good car, which one will make him profit, which brands are doing good. And he goes into like a bit of economics and statistics and stuff on when to buy and sell cars. And then he teaches you what the things you need to change. If you don't own your own garage, how you can go and make deals with other garages so they can fix your car. So it could be like you buy a car that has a worn down bumper, you can go to a garage and you can get it done up and stuff, and you can make deals. Yeah, how to negotiate and get good deals. He's listed all the supplies he uses as well to get parts at a cheaper rate instead of going on like Amazon and eBay and stuff. He's pretty much listed everything on that course. We've been running this for the past, I'd say, year now, and goodness me, he's generated a lot of money. Now, I must admit, I'm going to say this. Yes, he makes 78k just from courses. But I've got to say, and I got to admit, although he's very successful, he's got a lot of expenses. For example, he owns a bunch of cars that he doesn't need, and I know he doesn't need, and one of them being an M5. I think he's trying to get all the M suites, so he's trying to get like an M8 next. That's my dream car. He's got a lot of workers working with him in the garage. They all take quite a hefty salary back home, and just the garage and the rent he pays when buying cars, I'd say pretty much 30 to 40% of that 78k is in his pocket every month, which is still considerably amazing. You've got around 78k, take a third of that roughly. That's still a lot of money. You're talking about 20, 30k in your pocket every month. That's amazing. That's just one thing that he does, like the garage and everything else he does. He still runs the whole business. So he's teaching you and running it at the same time, which is amazing. Before we jump onto the next niche, so my cousin, he actually runs YouTube ads through a company I referred him to. He runs Facebook ads as well. I run his Instagram and YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts, whatever you want to call it. I run that all for him, and we drive organic traffic, which he's getting a lot of views on that recently. And he sells this course for around $7,000. I know that's quite a bit of money, but it's just because there's so much he's teaching. He's selling you pretty much 10 to 15 years of knowledge. And honestly, because it's like a 40 to 50 hour course, he's literally taught you the blueprint of how to make a lot of money and literally replace your 9 to 5 in no time with this stuff. One of his conditions were you need at least 5 to 10,000 pounds. Well, if you're in the US dollars, just because you can buy your first set of cars and then you can start selling them and which marketplaces to sell them on. It's quite an expensive course, but we've got young people, we've got people in their 50s and 60s buying this, we've got people in their 30s, 20s, and so the fact that he's hitting all age groups, amazing. And I've never seen anyone in the car business actually get into this whole online world thing. There's quite a lot of labor involved, but he's doing it all. He's amazing. I'm so proud of him. So if you're watching this, cousin, I love you. Now, I admit this one is no longer a client just because he is personally taking, he said he's taking like a 3 to 4 month break, and he wants to expand his business and his course. Instead of selling just photography on flowers, he wants to do now for nature. So he's trying to expand his horizon, which I said fair enough. I don't know if he's going to come back. It's not a course about just taking pictures of flowers, even though I never ever thought this could be a niche, but it is, and there's so many people interested in it. But he teaches you best camera settings, which camera to buy according to your budget. He also teaches you how to edit on Photoshop and how to make your pictures look really good. And then there's the kind of lighting you should use, the lighting package. So I just run Instagram Reels for him. He doesn't run any ads, and this guy was able to generate a hefty 29k, pretty much 30k, and he sells his course for around $1,000. Now, I thought it was a very easy business to get into. I'm like, shit, this guy's literally selling a course on how to take pictures of flowers. It's a lot longer than that. He's got like probably around 25 hours of footage just talking about how to take pictures, let alone, the software. And I tried looking into it and I just wasn't interested. I was like, it's just not my thing. I'm never going to be taking pictures of flowers and stuff. But 65% I think are female, or even 70% are female from the course. So now I recently onboarded a really big client, one of my biggest clients actually to ever onboard. He makes a hefty 130 to 140k now per month, and he literally teaches people how to make money on YouTube. Crazy. That's incredible. He literally teaches you how to make money out of YouTube and become monetized within 30 days, which is crazy. And I know it's difficult. I think the requirements to become monetized on YouTube is around, you need a couple of videos to upload, which is fine. That's easy. But you need around 4,000 watch hours, which is difficult. It's not easy. I think on my channel, I've only reached half. So we're now helping him build a mastermind event. And the way that service works is anyone that pays around, I think it's like 8 to 10K, gets invited to this isolated group with himself, and they get one-on-one sessions whenever they want. And he will literally sit down and review your YouTube channel whenever you want. He's got a lot of people that have signed up to that program. He's got a really dedicated team as well. So he really has structured it in a way where he's given time to everyone respectively in a very good way. And he runs like 2 calls a week on the normal service stuff. So he works really hard, this guy. So he's got a bunch of like YouTube automation stuff, which is exploding on YouTube right now. He makes so many videos. I think he runs Facebook and YouTube ads. Maybe in the future I'll ask him if he does. But yeah, I pretty much run his Instagram page for him. And he's doing really, really well. I think this guy can easily hit 300-400K within the next 6 months. Have you realized something? None of these courses, well, except this one, most of them are in the thousands. Everyone is selling their course for like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000, $6,000 as well. This is crazy. They're providing real value to these people. How do we become to this level? How do we do this? How do we get these kind of numbers? You know, 55K, 12K, 78K, 29K. How is it possible? How are people doing this? Look, they're simply just selling their knowledge. When you've got knowledge and you're an expert, there could be a lot of people that want to acquire your knowledge. How long did it take you to acquire that knowledge? 6 months, a year, 2 years. You've got some people who spent 10 to 15 years like my cousin. Instead of you going back and forth and trial and error, learning through trial and error, you're already learning from someone who's making money. This is the nice thing, right? The nice thing about this, you're learning from someone who already makes money. And because they're actively doing it, once you buy the course, there's a 90% chance you're going to be making money as well through it. If you follow it, of course, end to end, you follow the whole thing and, you know, you really do it. If you're making money from it, you can sell it. That's how I see it. If you can make money from this very skill, why would you sell something that no one wants? Think about it like that. Let's say you learn a skill, but only for yourself. Like, is it going to add value to a market? Is it going to add value to people? Is anyone going to be using the skill? Can it help people? You've got to ask these questions. A mechanic, yeah, a lot of people want to be a mechanic. You know, a lot of people out there love cars, are car heads, but they just don't know how to make money with cars. They know a lot about cars, but they don't know how to make money with it. You know, so there's a big market for it. And the next one is you need to think about solving a problem that people need or people want. You can easily find this out. So you can look at, maybe search up the niche you want to get into, search up and see the comments, see how many comments or videos there are around it. You know, if there's, let's say you click on one of the videos and you see a lot of comments saying, oh no, people really appreciate the video. They really appreciate the value they're given and they're learning a lot. Let's say you've got a solution you can add on to it, to this sort of problem or niche that you're looking into, that's your green light to go for it. You're probably going to think, what else can I do? How can I sell my knowledge? In the form of consultations, book calls with people, courses, you can do workshops, you can have communities like school.com, lots of stuff. The last one is you need to be an authority member. An authority member is someone that is an expert in what they do, is a complete expert in their field, and they know exactly what they're talking about. I'll simplify it at the top here. I'll put it in bold. You got to have a skill. If you don't have one, learn a skill. You got to learn something. You can't sell something that you don't have. Learn a skill, practice it, master it, breathe it until you can start selling it. You've got to learn. Learn a skill, get interested in something, because that's what's going to make you a lot of money. Don't think you can get into this without knowing or learning anything. Or you will fail very quickly because you just don't know what you're talking about. Or actually just learn something you just enjoy doing. It doesn't have to be a high value skill. It doesn't have to be something, wow, like if you're really good at it, people are going to be interested. Because when you're so good at something, you're going to find solutions for people that aren't so good at it. Anyway, so in terms of traffic, if you're a complete beginner and you want to get traffic onto your business and service or the skill you're trying to sell, I wouldn't run ads because you don't know if that's going to work. I would simply just start using organic methods of generating leads and sales. And you can do this by uploading videos online, uploading YouTube videos about the skill you're trying to teach, start giving out free knowledge to people, start running Instagram pages, TikTok pages, all these social media platforms. Even on Twitter, you can start putting Twitter posts. There's so many ways you can make money without running ads. And once you hit that 10K mark, you've got a bit of money to play with. I'd use half that money and push it into ads again. That's when you can scale your business. I've literally seen people hit 10K a month, they run ads and they jump all the way to 50, 60K a month. And then they would have to readjust and turn off some of the ads because they'll be generating way too much. They didn't have the right systems in place to manage the business at that scale and that level. So they've had to downsize a bit. I've seen businesses do that. So the fact they are able to grow to that stage is amazing, They go back a bit, restructure everything, hire the right people, put good systems in place, and then scale it up again to 60 to 100K a month or whatever it is. And this is what this guy's going to do, design like a UI UX pro. He's going to redesign his course. He's going to hire a few members. He wants to hire sales reps as well. And then he's going to sell that for a higher price. What he wants to do is add more value so he can increase the price of the course. So yeah, as I was saying, so skill, traffic, there's a lot of people making so much money organically without running any ads. Really cool. So I would do that if I were you guys. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, jump on them now, even Twitter, or what is it called, X now, whatever. Do that, and then you got to have a really good offer as well. So once you got the traffic and got people that are interested, they click on your page or offer, and it could be a video explaining or talking about what you have to offer. What are people going to buy? What's that one thing that's going to push them the extra step and make them purchase your course and sell? What's that offer? What can you provide them? What's the deal? Is it the fact that, if they don't achieve the results thereafter, that you give them money back in 3 months? What is the offer? How can you make sure that people are getting what they want with your service? So that's the offer. You want to make sure that it's a really good offer. But once you get all of these 3 nailed, of course, you're going to start getting sales. And that's when the money starts rolling in the thousands. And this is how a lot of these clients that I'm working with right now are making thousands, and literally thousands. And I think some of them are millionaires. So guys, honestly, you should jump onto this. I don't know what you're waiting for. Start making videos. Just upload any video you want on YouTube. It's 4 o'clock or nearly 4:30 in the morning now. I haven't undressed myself because I thought, let me look smart for a video for once. Just get straight on it. No excuses. Just get to it. Last but not least, let me just push this here. I've done a bit of maths. If you want to make $120,000, all you got to do is sell a course for $2,000 and literally acquire 5 sales a month. That's it. Think about it like that. 5 sales a month, $10K a month equals 120K a year. That's crazy. 5 sales a month. Look at these guys. You've got these guys selling their courses for like what, 5K as well, 5K as well, and they're racking in probably 10s and 20s and 30s and even 50s. Of sales per month or even more. Another one, YouTube stats as well. Let's say your video gets 1K views, and let's say you only convert 1% or even 0.5%, which is like the very minimum, right? So you get 1K views, really good video on YouTube, and only 1% or 0.5% convert. That easily is 5 or 10 people. And that 5 to 10 people, if you're selling a course for that much, is 120K. You see what I'm talking about now? Are we on the same page? Are we starting to click together now? Yeah? Okay? No? I'm going to be making a lot of videos about this. I think my next video, I will talk about the top 20 niches or businesses or agencies even that you can start and maybe explore and look into. Okay? So my next video, I'll be talking about my top 20, in my opinion, that for the next 2-3 years, I'm going to be making a lot of money. And you're probably thinking, why don't I just get into them? Because I can't learn 20 skills. I can't learn 30 skills. I'm going to master 1 and 1 only. Next video, I'll post exactly what those skills and things are, and then we'll take it from there. My name is Kareem, and thank you guys for tuning into this video. Leave a comment, leave a like, because I'd really appreciate it. Take care and stay working hard.